Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with the one and only J-Man. Your morning will never be the same. Here we go.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone has had a great weekend, and that everything that that you desire to happen this weekend happened, and that you had a great relaxing weekend. Hope that your week has started off great, and that that you are finding purpose in your daily routines. Good morning to everyone. I know there was a chop in the show earlier. So those that I know, I see other people in the other chat room talking. Hopefully they'll jump in on this side. But good morning to Dr. Tony. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you so much for listening in and being a faithful listener. Nurse Rachel, good morning to you. I'm not sure if you're on yet. I saw that you were in the other chat room. And to my Emory Winship warriors, my warriors, y'all are giving cancer hell. Y'all are giving cancer hell. Make sure you keep fighting that good fight and doing what you need to do. Today, I don't know how long I am going to talk today, but I want to say I want to talk about the small stuff. I want to talk about the small stuff in two different visions, in two different ways, from two different vantage points. I want to talk about, first of all, it's the small stuff that counts. It's the small stuff that counts. I recently shared a story on my timeline, just congratulating. Last weekend I was in Ohio. Well, not this past weekend, the weekend before last, I was in Ohio, celebrating my aunt and uncle's 50th anniversary. And everybody had it. Well, not everybody. They gave people a chance to get up and talk. And I wanted to say something, but my brother had already gotten up, and one of my cousins had already gotten up. So I held my peace. But one of the things that I wanted to share, a fond memory of my aunt, was her making spaghetti. It wasn't, Grandma really didn't make spaghetti too often. We never really had spaghetti too often. And if we did, it was a simplified version of spaghetti. And I remember being in the kitchen when Aunt Jackie was making the spaghetti sauce, and she put leaves in the spaghetti sauce. She put leaves in the spaghetti sauce, and it threw me for a loop because I was wondering, why would you put a leaf in the spaghetti sauce? Didn't think too much about it until it was time to eat. And when it was time to eat, she put the spaghetti on the plate, and then she scooped the sauce on top of my food. And when she put the sauce on top of my spaghetti, I ended up getting the leaf. And I got upset because I had a leaf in my food. It was then that she told me, because she noticed my look, and she explained to me that leaf added flavor. She said, I only put a couple of leaves in there, but those two leaves added a unique flavor in the sauce. It was later that I found out what the leaf was, and I myself now use it every now and then when I'm cooking. But I thought about that leaf and the importance of that small leaf in this big pot of sauce. The sauce was enough to feed at least 10. It was 10 people in the house, but they always made enough to feed extra, or you can go back for seconds. So I was amazed. I was amazed at how much these leaves added flavor to the sauce. Today I want to talk about you as the leaf, or the small things in your life as the leaf. You as a leaf, or the small things in your life that makes you different. We overlook a lot of things that happen in our life. We generally just bypass some of the simple things in life. I tell you all the story a couple of times about my classmates. It was my smile that caused them to recognize me. It was something small, something simple that caused them to remember who I am, who I was to them back then. In your life, there are things about you. There are things about you that are small, that are minute. It could be a simple smile. It could be simple as the way you greet people when you see them. It could be a plethora of small things that makes you unique. That sets you apart from everybody else. No matter what we're going through in life, no matter the difficulties we're going through in life, always remember you add flavor to other people's lives, to other situations, to other organizations. That's why a lot of people want you to be a part of their organization or what they have going on. People choose to have you in their life because you add something unique in their lives. When I was in the military, especially the latter part of me being in the military, I had to deal with a lot of servicemen wanting to commit suicide. And the common denominator in it is that they did not feel important to the greater scheme of life of the people around them. They didn't see value in themselves for them. We can't allow bad days to minimize who we are. I don't care where you are. I don't care what you're doing in life. I don't care how far you are in life. Don't allow the rough spots in life to identify you, to define you. We can't give up because bad things has happened to us or things did not go our way. I would suggest that you lean on the small things about you, the uniqueness about you. Those small things makes you unique. Those small things, the way there's the shooting in the I think it was the one that was in Texas with the school and the little kids. There's one little girl, every time I see her picture, I want to cry because it was the uniqueness of her smile that caught my attention. She had a very unique smile. What about you? Have you, when we request that we take inventory of ourselves, when we take inventories of who we are, what small things do you come up, or do you even count the small things? What small things do you come up with, or do you even count the small things? Do the small things, the unique things about you, does those things come up? Or do we find them so insignificant that we bypass them? Oh, I got this degree, or I'm in this position, or I do this. Do you notice your smile when you look in the mirror, when you take inventory? Do you notice the gleam in your eye? Do you even think about the different way you laugh or in certain situations? The uniqueness, how you love on people, that's different. What are the small things in life that makes you different? But then there's another thing. There's another small thing that I want to talk about. I want to suggest to all of us. Don't sweat the small things. Don't sweat the small things. Have you ever noticed that, especially those that are on social media, so many people will compliment you and tell you how beautiful or how handsome you are, or what a good job you're doing, or this or that. But then the moment that one person says something negative towards you, it is the one thing that grabs your attention and holds you back and causes you to self-doubt. It's that one small thing that hinders us or causes us to pause about the movement in the direction that we're moving in. We let small things On one setting, we ignore small things, but in another setting, we allow small things to stop us. I don't know who told me this, but I was, a couple of days ago, someone asked, I don't know where I heard it from or somebody told me, I really can't remember. They said, did you know that elephants are scared of bees? And I did remember hearing something about that. But as big as an elephant is, they say that it is terrified of a bee, a small little bee. Many of us running around, as big as we are, as adultish, if that's a word, as we are, let a bee come in our space. We're bigger than the bee. We can easily go and get something to swat the bee. But when we see a bee, we panic. Something small. What is it about you? What is it in your life that is so small that is causing you to be afraid of moving forward in life? What is it that is stopping you from moving forward in life? Something small. Because a lot of times it's not anything big. It is simply the big things we go after and we fight and we get it on out the way. But a lot of times it's the small things that causes us to stumble. The small things that causes us to stand in cadenced in one spot. Life can present many things to us. Life really can present many things to us. But how we handle those things, how we do those things, is how we effectively, that's a good word, effectively handle small things. Good morning, Nurse Rachel and those that's out there at Emory Winship, and good morning, Yogi. I see you with them this morning. It is the small things in life. Nothing big. We fight full force the big things. But we allow small, minute things to cause us to question ourselves, to question our ability, to question if we really have what it takes. When we learn how to effectively not sweat the small things, some of us are holding on. Some of us are holding on to unforgiveness in our hearts because something small happened. I watched an episode of Good Times the other day, and a situation happened, and the guy came back 20 years later in the Evans family life, and he was trying to express to James what he wanted to say 20 years ago, but James never gave him the opportunity. It was something small, as saying, I'm sorry, I messed up. Life can be hard at times. It's no ifs, no ands, buts about it. Life can be very difficult at times. But a lot of times we make it more, we add more weight to it because we allow the straw to break the camel's back. You ever notice that saying? It was the straw. It was a whole bunch of things. It was a whole bunch of things that weighed me down. But one small little thing happened to me. One small little thing happened to me. And that one little small thing was enough to put me, when we sweat the small stuff. And I would even suggest that most of the weight that we carry is small things, because it's easy to get rid of the big things. It's easy to fight those things. It's the small things. In relationships, it's the small thing. In love and marriages, it's the small things that irritates us. You didn't put the toilet seat down. You didn't put the tube back on the top back on the toothpaste tube. It's the small things that we allow to rub us the wrong way, to rub us the wrong way. It's the small things. Today I suggest two things, and as we talk about the first part of the conversation and the latter part of the conversation. First, I would suggest concerning the first part of the conversation, capitalize on the unique things on the inside of you that makes you you. Those small things that make you you. That smile, that way you talk to someone, the way you send a text out every morning. The way capitalize on the small things. Because people notice you, not about the big thing. People notice you for real people notice you for the small thing that you exude from your being. The second thing is the small things that tends to come our way, that you're much bigger at. You're much bigger. You've grown. You're more mature. Don't allow the small things to throw you off course. Whatever you do, don't allow small things to throw you off course. Hey, thank you all so much for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate it. Be good, and remember, go change the world by changing yourself. See you all next time. Be great.